What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Kicking It with Kachi, where we highlight individuals that are taking the industry by storm. And today, we have none other than musical artist Mars. Mars, thank you so much for coming in and giving us some time of your day, sharing your story with us today.
Of course. Thank you, bro. Thanks for having me, bro.
Of course, and first thing we got to get into the name, right? Like your name, Mars, is not spelled like MARS,
Yeah.
right? Is an X there as well. Is that intentional? Where's the name Mars in general come from? Like, how did you develop your persona to then get into this space?
I'm not gonna lie, the name Mars is real simple, to be honest. My real name is Omari, right? So
Oh, nice.
O-M-A-R-I.
Okay.
And then people just start calling me Mars. And I just didn't want to spell it like a planet. I just thought a planet was kind of lame. So I was like, let me just put an X, be a little different. Right. So that's pretty much how that came like that. I'm just Omari, so just Mars.
Well, at least you got a real easy name to tricks around like that and make sound sexy. So how did you even decide that you wanted to get into music, pursue music? Because last year was a very heavy music year for you. So was this something that started new in 2022, 2021, or is this something that always been brewing under the surface?
No, kind of brewing under the surface, but like I wasn't really dropping it. I really started making beats first. I was making beats my freshman year of high school. And then my sophomore year of college, I was just like, let me just start recording. And I was recording. I probably didn't even drop what I recorded till like 8 to 9 months later. Like, so all the stuff that I dropped, a lot of it was old. So I just started dropping the end of September 2022. So still very relatively new, probably a couple months in, but hey, that's pretty much, I started as producer first. So I was making beats.
And then right now you're on a pre-med or medical track right now in college, right?
So yeah, I'm in nursing school.
Right, nursing school. So if anyone watching this, if you don't got any nursing friends, my mom's a nurse practitioner, so I kind of have an idea of like all the work and the hours and the studying that you have to put in to be at the position that you're in. So what was the decision to say, on top of all the stress that you live in, going to nursing school, staying up till 4 o'clock in the morning, reading up on medical terms and stuff, you also said, I want to pursue a musical career as well?
I really don't know, bro. I was already on the path to nursing school, so before I dropped, I had already like applied.
Right.
Actually, the first time I dropped, I was already in nursing school, so I was like, let me just do this. It's a cool little backup plan, I graduate next year, 2024. I'm gonna be graduating, so regardless, I feel like I'm gonna be straight. It's always good to have some education,
Right. And do you kind of feel like being in that community, like you have promo videos to your songs with your fellow like nursing school classmates and stuff? So does that, being in that community, does that sort of also amp you as being a little different, getting that sort of support from your community saying, hey, like you could both go to nursing school and also have this massively creative side to you?
Yeah, a lot of my classmates, they really don't even know that like I do music. Like, it's kind of crazy. Some of my friends do who have me on social media, but I kind of done a good job keeping it separate. It's not like something I'm known for at school, but the people who know, they know, and they be very supportive. I love all my nursing school friends. I can't wait one day to just put them on, take the niggas on tour or whatever. Like, yeah, I have a couple of nursing friends that definitely coming with me, I ain't gonna lie.
And then, and like you said, you're already in nursing school, right? You dropped an EP, right? First EP, Apollo EP, like you dropping that, and then what was the process in sort of coming together and choosing the music, coming with the producer, production, artistry, rollout, things like that? Like what sort of things did you have to go through? What was that experience like in pushing that out, your very first EP?
So the very first one is interesting because I actually produced every single song. So I made the beat for every single song on the first Apollo. I had my friend mix it. My friend, one of my best friends, Bloody Royal, he's an engineer. He mixes and masters all my stuff. I had another friend named Jordan. He hit the cover art. So really it was just like a collective.
Right.
Let's make the music and I had my friends help me push it out. But it was pretty well received. But Apollo 2 is dropping this Friday. It's definitely way better than Apollo 1. Like, I can't wait for you to hear it, bro. It's way better, higher quality, better mixing, better beats. Like, for example, I didn't even produce anything on this one. I'm not the beats. If it's hard, it's hard, even if it's not mine. So on this one, some people was just coming harder. So that's what was making the project. So.
And then what's your philosophy on pushing music out? Because like I said, 2022, big year for you. You got 2 EPs under your belt. Well, technically three if you count the birthday pack, but two EPs, right? Three EPs really that is gonna be the beginning of 2023. That's gonna be this Friday, right? And then you have a bunch of singles, right? What's your philosophy on like dropping music, pushing music out? You just dropped a new music video for Bridges, right? So what is your philosophy on constantly getting in the face of your consumer, of your fan base?
So I just kind of realized early on, just watching other people, because I was a producer first, that consistency is definitely very, very important. So I
Right,
never
right,
want to take too long off. I'm always working, creating songs. Like Apollo 2 is dropping, I'm already putting together the next stuff because I know that
right.
it doesn't really stop. But really, I just try to space it out. I also just want to put out the highest quality. So I'm gonna wait till it's mixed and mastered. I'm gonna wait till I like how it sounds all the way. I'm gonna wait till I have a cover art to put with it. And I'm gonna wait till just I can get a little time to tell people, hey, this is gonna drop. And then so
Right.
the drop that I can go after. So there's a little bit between during when it drops and after that goes into it just to make sure it's a little smooth. It's a small level right now though, but it's definitely gonna get bigger like as time goes on.
And I would say are you originally from Texas?
Yeah, I'm from Dallas, Texas.
So even better, right? The whole chopped and screwed, slowed down Texas vibe, like that's a very, very big contribution that Texas has, given to the hip hop scene, right? Is growing up in that space, is growing up, listening to these different artists, has that sort of influenced you as well to pursue something musically and similar to that or sort of influenced by that?
Honestly, the chopped and screw stuff, that's more like in the Houston area. So I live
Okay,
in
okay.
Houston now. I live in Houston now though, so I'm seeing it later. But in
Right, right.
Dallas, I think Dallas music didn't really influence me that much. I listen more to a lot of Atlanta artists. I'm not gonna lie.
Ah, okay, okay, right,
Hella
yeah,
Atlanta artists like Playboy Cardi, Sofago. I'm
yeah.
tapping into that. I ain't gonna lie. Way more than
So
Texas.
then what is the reception where you have sort of this out of town quote unquote sound, but you're in Dallas, you're in Houston, like you're doing these
Yeah.
trying to build your fan base within. Is there a pushback? Is there more of a welcoming thing because you're so new and they're more in tune with it because the Atlanta sound, I'm from New York, but unfortunately for me, they're even prevailing over our music. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
what is the experience in coming with this new sound and sort of genre blending it to for a Dallas or Houston audience?
Yeah, being in Dallas and not really making like Dallas-ish type music is
Right.
definitely interesting. A lot of people sometimes, like especially in my area, wouldn't kind of understand it. They'll sometimes say, "Oh, you make music like Lil Uzi or Playboy Cardi."
Right.
So it'd be like a lot of vague comparisons to other artists that may like use auto-tune and stuff like that. But for the most part, bro, I'm starting to build a nice little circle of people in the area who fuck with my shit. So at first it was a little bit of pushback, but I mean, I just kept getting better. So just trying to
Right.
be unique with my sound. Uh, I started to get a much better reception. I'm really excited to drop now. Like it's gonna be I just know this, they're gonna really love this one. This one's gonna be the one that they're gonna be like, okay, he's getting better for sure. So I'm ready for Apollo 2.
I was gonna say, at what point do you feel like, because you had Apollo and then you had Solar, right? Do you think Solar was the beginning of like Apollo's your debut, that's you coming out? Solar, do you think that is where you're essentially your second coming, right? You're saying, hey, I've been doing the music thing, I've been studying. This is the EP to show you that, oh yeah, what this is the beginning of my polished professional career, essentially. Is that
That
where
is perfect. That is
is that
low
where Solo
perfect.
kind of, I'm saying I'm kind of an interviewer, once or twice
That is
around the
perfect.
block, so I get to know my people.
That is actually perfect. When Solar came, see Apollo 1, I only got I mixed and mastered like 5 out of the 6.
Right,
And
right,
one that was mixed and mastered, I noticed got the most amount of views, got the most attention, etc.
right,
Damn,
right,
I can't just be bullshitting. So once it got to Solar, God, I made sure to get every single one mixed and mastered. But the thing is, that takes longer time. So like
right.
I could just tell you got to put way more time if you want your shit to sound better. So yeah, Solar was definitely like a lot of people started taking it more serious after that because it started to sound more serious. And when
Right,
Apollo
right,
2 drops, it's gonna sound even more serious. And
right,
that's
right.
just gonna keep going like that.
And I would say, like, do you feel like at that point in time you realize that you can't just get success because you're lyrically gifted, essentially. Like you can't just get success because you sound good on a beat. Like you also have to, the beat has to sound good. The song
Yeah.
has to sound good. The album cover has to be good. The rollout has to be good, right? The music videos have to be good. Was that
Yeah.
sort of also a realization that you were making around that time? Like, oh, I can't just get by just because I feel like I sound good on the beat, but there is a complete project, a complete process you have to go through.
Exactly. I was like, dang, at first I was not really active on Instagram, like no pictures. Like,
Right, right,
I'm like, dang, I gotta start posting. I gotta be consistent. I gotta post on my story. I gotta do this to keep myself on people's pages and people's
right.
lives. So, but at first I was definitely chilling. I was never worried. Now I'm like, dang, I ain't posting on my story. They gonna forget. Like, let me just update them real quick. I'm still recording. I'm still making
Right,
music.
right, right.
So that's how it really be.
And I would say, like, when you get into like, what do you want people to coming and figuring out who you are? Like, what sort of adjectives, styles, aesthetics, what do you think is liking to your brand that you want people to think of when they're listening to your music, or when, because obviously this interview is probably going to drop after Apollo 2 drops. So what do you want them to take away, right? When they're listening to it, they go back to this interview and they say, oh yeah, this is what I should be looking for when I listen to the album. This is what I should be looking for in this artist.
What I want people to take away when you listen to Mars music, okay, I just want you to feel like whatever I'm trying to convey at the time. So like Apollo 2 has a couple different vibes. It might have a little sad vibe. I might be talking about a girl. I might be talking about just fucking hoes. I might talk
Mhm.
about doing drugs. I might talk about doing a variety of things. Whatever it is at the time, I want people to be able to connect with it and just vibe. Really, that's my favorite word, vibe. Just vibe with it.
Right,
Don't
right.
serious. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much it. A lot of the beat selection, dang, how would I just want people to be happy, bro. I talk about a lot of real stuff. At first, I was
Right.
really just saying stuff, but like, I don't know. I'm trying to be more real to stuff that I like actually do. So I'm trying to tone it down with the guns and shit.
Right.
But you feel me? I'm trying to like get more like, okay, this is how I actually am. Talk about
Right, right.
like, that's
And I
pretty much.
think that goes into a lot of artists as well. Like with anything, you come out and you say, what do I have to do to get myself in front of people? Whereas, like maybe that is being a little inauthentic or a little ingenuine, but at the end of the day, that's all a part of the growth. You know what I'm saying? Like, because in doing that, you gain experiences that you can then authentically talk about through your music, through your craft, through your artistry. So it's always good to see the evolution of people through their music, through their artistry, and they choose to intentionally show that, because it's not easy, right? It's not easy to speak candidly on the beat about things, about our emotions, especially as men. So it's glad that we have music to do that. So aside from the EP, is there anything else that we should be looking forward to by end this year, next few months? Because you say you're already working on the next thing when you're working on the first thing. So I know you got something up your sleeve.
Definitely a lot up the sleeve. See, that's the thing. I'm not gonna be just the artist. By the end, I can't wait till this interview comes out, and then like in the future, I could potentially look back on this and say,
Right, right.
Lucky said this. But I plan on doing shoots, modeling. I want to get into acting. I wouldn't mind doing anything. Like, just put me on the camera. I'm just gonna be there. I'll do whatever you need me to do. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, what was the question? I just got lost. What am I talking
Well, I
about?
was gonna say, well, what should we be looking forward to? Well, you told us what we're looking forward to in the future. I was gonna say, is there anything else this year that we should be
Oh,
looking
this
forward
year?
to
Oh,
aside from the
definitely.
EP?
Definitely expect damn near 2, 3, 4 more projects. After this, I'm dropping a single with my boy Young June. I'm dropping a tape with Rezel. We have a whole tape coming together. He's another artist from my area. He also lives in Houston. So we're kind of like similar levels, and we're also friends in real life. So we kind of
Yeah,
feed
you guys do have a couple songs together on a couple of singles, a couple one on your EP before too. So
exactly. So definitely got some stuff with Zell. And I don't know what I'm gonna name it, but I'm still dropping some more stuff. I'm switching the vibe up over and over and over again. And I'm just gonna keep dropping. I'm just gonna stay consistent.
right,
And
right.
especially this summer. And I'm gonna just stay in school the whole time and just stay consistent dropping music. I'm really gonna see what happens.
And honestly, like I cannot only commend you enough for embarking on a journey in which you're learning a skill set to put you in a profession where you are dramatically helping people and saving lives, really, while also indirectly probably saving the lives of other people, right? Through your music, through sonic therapy, right? And hearing your voice relating to your experiences, and they can find themselves in those songs as well. So I commend you and congratulate you and look forward to the future accomplishments that you will have in both those fields. Like I definitely love to see, especially a brother that looks like me doing these things at the best of his ability. Shout out to you.
For sure. Thank you, bro.
So, and, I love to get into a little lightning round. So I just get to, just so I can get a feel of who I'm interviewing, so that people watching this can get a feel of who you are. I don't know if this goes slide your DMs from the people watching this, but hopefully it helps them out when you answer these questions, right?
Sure, for sure.
So coming from Dallas, right? What are some food spots that you obviously, if I'm coming to Dallas, I gotta hit up?
Ooh, dang! I ain't gonna lie, cause I'm a basic eater. Like I'm not even in the hole in wall spots. I'll damn near say Chick-fil-A. Like, let me think. If you're coming to Dallas, you might have to go to like. Dang, I can't even think of this place's name, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know. Dallas is not known for food. Like,
really? I was gonna say,
Dallas
I'm from up north. I be thinking I gotta go down to the south, eat some food. That's all I hear about when I hear about the south. Food, 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 food.
maybe Houston. Houston definitely will probably be better for the food, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I really can't think of shit for Dallas. Like Dallas is like,
Okay, so what about for Houston? What are we looking at for Houston?
there's just, I ain't gonna lie, if I'm in Houston and I'm just going out to eat, I'm going to a seafood boil place.
Okay,
I
okay.
always gotta hit one of those up. There's this one called like, I think it's called Breakfast Club or something. But the lines be crazy long. Like everywhere the lines is crazy. So you gonna have to sign up for put a couple
Hey, I'm
hours.
just gonna let them know, I'm with Mars. Get me to the front of the line,
Hey, we're gonna try, man. We're gonna see. One day we'll get there. Not yet. I would be with you. One day, bro.
All right, so Mars is leaving the crib. He got his backpack on. What is 5 things that are absolutely in the book bag that you cannot leave the house without?
Oh, that's easy. So I'm always gonna have my headphones every single time.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have my headphones, I'm gonna have my laptop, I'm gonna have my iPad, I'm gonna have my MacBook charger, and I'm gonna have my iPhone charger. I'm gonna be good for the rest of the day.
Oh, you just gotta make sure all your devices and everything is plugged in, and you could just work anywhere.
That's literally it. My backpack, that's all I will ever have. I don't take notes with paper either. So
Right.
I study everywhere, study at the stew, study with my friends. Because I'm trying to do the music and school at the same time, I just kind of gotta get it in where I get it in. So
It's a 24/7 thing, yeah.
24, it's fluid, it's 24/7.
Yeah.
So yeah. But headphones for sure. I always got these on.
And coming at this, I know you're a workaholic, I know you're a workhorse, but in coming to this journey, I feel like a lot of people don't speak to how do you decenter yourself, right? How do you find those pockets, or what do you do in those pockets of time to, just realign yourself and get yourself back in the mode?
I'll take breaks from recording. Honestly, I'll take breaks from recording, make beats, hang out with my friends. I'd be chilling with Zell pretty much like every day. We don't even be making music every day. Like we don't even have that many songs, to be honest, because it's
right.
Be chilling. So to realign myself, I just stop and I just come back. And it's really just that easy. I'll be busy enough to where the time it's gonna come back. I'll get back to the mic when I'm free.
Right. And honestly, like I said, a lot of people don't speak about the importance of just stopping, right? And just allowing yourself to say, hey, like this grind is 24/7, but I don't actually have to be 24/7. It's okay to take a pause, because like you said, that mic is always gonna be there. The notes is always gonna be there.
Exactly. And sometimes if you do like, well, at least for me, if I just start really spamming songs, because like for example, on 420, I made like six songs in like one day. So I get them knocked out pretty quickly. But when I start spamming consistently, sometimes it's like some songs will sound similar, like at this
right.
So I gotta like live some more life. I don't know, experience some more shit, come back.
Right.
And maybe I'm talking a little different.
Right. And it's good that you recognize it's a living experience, right? You're living and breathing your own experience through your music and in real life. And coming through real life, my final question is, like, I know people are going to watch this and they're trying to get to their own dreams. So what are 3 lessons that you learned in your journey, your life, that you just, don't mind sharing to that next person that's watching this that says, hey, I also am empowered to go follow my dreams?
All right. The 3 tips. What was it, tips or lessons?
Lessons, tips, whatever you want to call them, gems. Yeah.
3 gems I would drop to anyone chasing their dreams as somebody who is also chasing their dreams that hasn't got there yet. The first thing is you really cannot give a fuck. Like, you really cannot care. You're going to get judged. People are going to think of you how they have always known you. So when you try to evolve and do all this new shit, they're going to be like, wow, you're weird or blah, blah. You got to be like, no. So me, I don't care about anything that anyone says, like, at all. Like, my mom listens to my music. I send my music video to my mom. Mom, I'm cussing nowadays. I'm sorry.
Right.
It is what it is. So definitely the first one and most important one is don't give a fuck. Secondly, just do something. So even if you get up and you want to just do one line, you got to do something. You got to do some sort of action. So try to contribute to your social media. Try to make another song. Try to make a new connection. Every day you should just try to do something, especially when you're at a low level. There's so much you can do. It's like unlimited options to try to go up. Do something new, do something crazy. I don't know. And then the third one is definitely have a very, very supportive circle around you. All my friends are doing similar things as me. They're all doing creative stuff, whether it's photography, modeling, being an entrepreneur with clothing brands, just everything. So everyone is kind of trying to come up. So just having a bunch of people around me that have like hustlers mentalities, a lot of ideas kind of naturally flow. So we all really just trying to make it. So for me, it is what it is. So just keep a good circle around you.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. And honestly, I can't think of another way of end that interview because I feel like you're part of my circle now and I'm part of your circle, man. So like I said, definitely appreciate you for coming on and speaking to me and sharing your story and, you know, really being candid about just your growth and your experiences, man. Like, I know I appreciate it. I definitely know all our viewers and all our people watching this are going to appreciate it as well.
For sure. Thank you, bro.
Yeah, so thank you, man, for coming and kicking with Kachi. Guys, it's another amazing episode. You can check out my boy Mars on. Let me make sure I get his Instagram right. Hey Mars, hey HEYMXRS, not MARS. I don't know who you're gonna find, but that's not my boy here. Hey Mars on Instagram. Check out him on Spotify, SoundCloud, and Apple Music at MXRS. That's Mars. You check out this interview at the DT Voice on Instagram and YouTube. Hey man, that's a wrap. We're out of here.